Hey, we're back. Sarah James here with Vintage Guitar Legacies. You know, one of the most amazing things about NAMM is the people you bump into and some of the brands that you may have forgotten about but hear about later. We caught up with Breedlove, and they're in a really interesting transition right now. New ownership, a simplified lineup, and renewed focus on classic shapes while still keeping Breedlove's identity intact. In fact, now everything is made in the States. Let's take a look at what's new. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, what's happening?
Well,
and what's new?
Well, we bought the company last May, and we really wanted, obviously Breedlove's got a 35-year history, and a lot of different, there's been, I think, maybe 3 ownership changes over that 35 years, so we're the newest incarnation. So, and what we wanted to do is get away from, actually the DNA we wanted to take from, everything that's been done the last 35 years and bring a different sensibility, basically simplify a lot of that.
You're gonna refocus.
Really focus.
Bit, yeah.
Yeah, and really, and that speaks to really just classic shapes. Breedlove has been known for asymmetrical headstocks and really pushing the envelope of what acoustic guitars, getting away from more of the traditional Martin approach. And so we're sticking with that, but we wanted to update basically kind of going back to the original history of the original Breedloves with a wave headstock to make it more identifiable, make it a little more, I wouldn't say it's more traditional, but it's kind of getting away from that 90s kind of asymmetrical look that, ironically, I'm sure that will come back at some point, but at the moment I think it feels a little bit not, it's not in a good way. And so again, simplifying down a Parlor series, a concert and a Dreadnought. Breedlove had 121 different SKUs. The spreadsheet, when I first looked at that, my head almost exploded. So now we've simplified that down to 21.
Yeah. And
3 different series, 3 different types of shapes in that. So really, as far as a vintage guitar goes, if you take a look at our it's very much a classic throwback. And there's nothing weird about these, but they all have a different sound. We're not trying to sound like a Martin. We're not trying to sound like a Taylor or Collins. Breedlove has its own sound, and it always has. And the other part of that is, we've had an import business for a long time. It was, really great guitars that were made in China, but they were diluting the Breedlove name. And it turned out it was a kind of a bottom-up sort of business. But we have a factory, and the guitars made in Bend, Oregon are all handmade guitars. And the problem was those entry-level guitars were really diluting that brand, and people were forgetting that there were handmade Breedloves, being made here in America. And so we've ended our import guitar relationship. Not that it couldn't come back at some point, but we are really focused. We're focused on the American-made guitars and making. You see my patch. It says "Betting on Bend," and so we're betting on Bend, Oregon, and
anything from Oregon's got to be great.
It's fantastic, and so these guys make fantastic guitars. They're all, they're all love, and that's part of it too. Is we're really focused on our name Breedlove, which wasn't really being exploited.
Well, I agree. As a guitar enthusiast in my own right and a musician, I always wonder, whatever happened to Breedlove?
Right.
You don't see in many of them in the stores. You go to Reverb or the retailers, you can find them. What would you tell the emerging artists today who are coming up about Breedlove? What is it that you bring to the table that they might be missing?
Well, I think that you have 2 musicians that actually bought the company. So that was kind of a surprise to us, was that nobody in the previous management or design plays guitar. And so now you have 2 actual musicians that own the company, and we're able to sit there and feel what the guitars. We understand what a neck profile feels like, and we can make those adjustments to the bridge and to the saddle, and we know what type of shape is going to feel most comfortable to someone that's going to play. And we have pinless bridges, which that can be controversial, especially in the more traditional market. But we love the fact that it's for the working musician too. So you're on stage and you need you pop a string, you can change your string faster with a pinless bridge, and it has a different look. We're not trying to be a Martin, and so it's just has a different aesthetic. So we still bring the Breedlove kind of different. It's a different, it's a different option. So
well, the Breedlove name is so recognizable. I mean, it's as far as earlier generation of hand-built custom guitars at a shop in Oregon. It's just like, you go down the list, I say, oh, whatever happened to them? But it's just great to see it back.
We're bringing it alive, and so our catchphrase now, if on my hat, is we're using the name. It's Breedlove, and the other part of it is we've also changed the logo on the headstock. So because it was in this cursive font before, which was written out. It was very difficult to read, and so I was thinking, well, when you're in a store, or you see a guitar on stage and a TV and whatever, I'm the guy that's pausing the TV, going up to the screen.
Me too. I do the same. I'm going, what is that?
Yeah,
what's he playing?
And a lot of especially like some of the more boutique brands, it's hard to tell what they are. So we switched to this Circle B. That's smart. So that when you're looking at eventually we hope people will recognize that as Breedlove. So it's
a brand recognition.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow.
And of course, I love vintage guitars, and hopefully, I think what's going to happen with these, they will become vintage guitars, and I think you'll see those enter the market in a different way. Going to be like Vanna White over here, like showing the thing. So here's our. But this is a great example of what we're doing with. We have 3 different series. We have a Roots series, we have an Artisan series, we have a Collector series. So the Roots is a lower price. This is an Artisan. It's an Adirondack top. This has got East Indian Rosewood on the sides and back. And this is
just some B-roll in a minute.
Yeah, this is beautiful that you've got. This it's basically an espresso burst, and this is just a beautiful guitar. And everybody that sees this guitar is at first, and the Rosetta is amazing. It's abalone, and I mean, it's just a gorgeous guitar. It sounds amazing, and it's just a really great example of what we're trying to do to really focus on.
Do you have a target player in mind? A finger picker, Travis picker, a strummer?
The finger picking aspect of this is fantastic, but it's very, very versatile. I mean, it's very versatile. So I mean, it covers both of those stratas. That I think is really important. It looks good, it feels good, and I mean, just everybody's eyes kind of go to this one. That's kind of what I'm assuming. I love all of them, but this is kind of the one of my eyes.
That's your favorite, yeah.
It's kind of, well, you know how it is. You can't tell what's your favorite kid.
I know, that's true, right? Yeah.
But so you have.
We all have one, right? Yeah.
I know. I tell my kids hate when I say that.
Yeah.
So but this is one I think is pretty striking for us, and it's actually, this is nothing new for Breedlove. But it was something that wasn't being leaned on enough. And so again, that DNA is still inside of this.
I dig that. That's so cool.
But we're really kind of focused on more of a traditional, for instance, a Dreadnought. They weren't doing a traditional Dreadnought. And so this is a great example. This is a Root Series Dreadnought. This thing sounds incredible. You have a Sitka top. You got Rosewood on the back and side. It's got a mahogany neck. It's got this beautiful headstock. It's very different. And this thing is like a cannon. And it's funny, I've got one of these in my house. I've got a prototype of this in my house, and it's one of those that just sits there, and I'll kind of go to the hallway and I'll see it down at the end, in the other room. I'm like, do I need to go play this?
I know.
It's like, those how guitars you walk past.
I know. I have a room full of guitars. Same thing. I don't get any work done.
Yeah. You're like, oh, I need to It's like it wants to be played.
They do.
Yeah. This is one of the examples, and it's just one of those that it's not something we've really offered. Yeah. And so I'm encouraging everybody to come in and play them.
Oh, cool. All right.
And, and that neck feels just phenomenal. It's got this beautiful slim V neck on it, and it just feels fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, I love the neck. A soft V.
Yeah,
soft V neck on it.
We call it the slim V, but it's So we're putting the soft V's, or what we call them. They're on our concert edition. So you have your soft C. And it's just we have a slim C's in the Parlors. The Parlors are really, I love the Parlors. 12 fret Parlors. That's always been kind of my jam. We actually have a mahogany. It's All-Mahogany that I can't stock.
Really?
Yeah, it's over here. I can show it to you real quick.
Oh, wow, yeah. Let's go check it out.
This is just really a simple. This is why I like it, actually. I think it's probably personally why I love it so much. It's just real simple, but it sounds great. It's real woody and throaty, and it's just kind of got this grit. But it's like a nice soft grit to it. And I just love it. It was just one of those.
I love All-Mahogany because they're rugged.
I know.
And they kind of take whatever you give it.
I've got a mahogany Gibson. It's an L1 from 1919. You know, and I've had that for a long time, and that's just one of those that I'm always drawn to that guitar because it's
got that there's a voice. They have a specific voice.
Yeah, and it's not a flat top; it's an arch top.
Oh wow!
And it's just got that. I just love that guitar. Obviously, this doesn't sound exactly like that, but it has that real throaty, kind of woody kind of vibe to it. But it's warm, you know. And so this is just one that.
That's cool.
Everybody else that works there, they love all the. I mean, we all have our favorite one.
Yeah.
I couldn't say that, but as far as the other people that I work with,
it's the adopted child.
This is my little. I mean, it's funny because I keep going back to this one, and
very, very cool. Thank you so much for your time, and well, best of luck to Breedlove Guitars. It's great to see you reinventing yourself and coming back. So we're looking
you guys are
to
still
see
around
great things.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are still making magazines. So.
Yeah. Thanks again for watching our Breedlove interview from NAMM 2026. Amazing people, amazing new guitars, rebranded. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more NAMM interviews. And for more coverage, check out vintageguitarlegacies.com.